You feel overwhelmed, tense, and maybe a little scared. Is that stress? Is it anxiety? Most people use the terms interchangeably, but they are fundamentally different, and knowing that difference is the key to taking your power back. In the next few minutes, we're going to break down exactly what each one is, how they hijack your body, and most importantly, how to tell when your anxiety is actually a signal that it's time to take action. For those on the journey of self-recovery, whether you're managing addiction or building better mental health, understanding your internal wiring is essential. Stress and anxiety are not weaknesses. They are natural, human responses. Stress is often a reaction to external pressure, a deadline, a relationship issue, a financial crunch. Anxiety, however, is often the chronic, future-focused persistence of that fear, even when the external threat is gone. This video will give you the clarity you need to stop feeling helpless and start responding effectively. Before we dive into the science, I'd love to hear from you. What's the single biggest stressor in your life right now? Drop a comment below. Acknowledging it is the first step to conquering it. Stress versus anxiety, knowing the difference. The primary difference between stress and anxiety is the cause. Stress is typically a reaction to a known external and identifiable pressure. When the presentation is over, the stress usually goes away. It's event-based, like your body's temporary reaction to running a marathon. It has a beginning, a peak, and an end. Anxiety, on the other hand, is often the reaction that lingers long after the stressor is gone, or it's a persistent worry about a future or unknown event. It can feel like running the marathon in your mind every single day without ever moving. It is the deep, underlying engine of worry that isn't tied to a specific, immediate problem, but rather a generalized sense of dread. Understanding that distinction is powerful because if you're dealing with stress, you solve the problem. If you're dealing with anxiety, you manage the response. The science of the hijacked body. Regardless of the trigger, when stress or anxiety hits, your body follows a precise primal script called the fight or flight response. This is not a failure. It's an ancient survival mechanism that protected our ancestors from predators. When your brain perceives a threat, whether it's a tiger or a massive credit card bill, it sends out an alarm. Your adrenal glands flood your system with stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Here is what happens inside you. Heart rate rises. Adrenaline pumps blood to your muscles, preparing you to run or fight. Breathing becomes shallow. Your body shifts to quick, shallow breaths, trying to maximize oxygen intake. This often leads to that out-of-breath feeling. Muscles tense. Cortisol keeps your muscles primed for action, leading to tension in your neck, shoulders, and jaw. Digestion halts. Energy is diverted away from systems deemed non-essential for survival, like your digestive system. This response is designed to last for a few minutes. When you live in a constant state of anxiety, you are constantly marinating in these stress hormones, which leads to chronic health issues, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. The goal of self-recovery is to learn how to actively switch off this alarm system, which we'll cover in a moment. When anxiety becomes a problem. Anxiety is part of the human condition, but it crosses the line from normal worry to a serious problem when it begins to consistently interfere with your daily life. Here are 3 key signs to watch for. Sleep disruption. You have trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or you wake up feeling unrefreshed because your mind won't stop racing. Avoidance. You start to actively avoid situations, people, or places that trigger your anxiety, causing your world to shrink. Physical manifestation. You frequently experience headaches, chronic stomach issues, extreme fatigue, or panic attacks where the symptoms are so intense you believe you are having a medical emergency. If your anxiety is checking these boxes, it's not a character flaw. It's a genuine mental health issue that is highly treatable. Recognizing the line between a normal reaction and a debilitating pattern is the ultimate act of self-care. Now that you understand the mechanics, the next step is building the tools to manage it. In recovery, we focus on the 3 R's: recognize, reframe, and respond. Recognize when the fight or flight system has been activated. Reframe the anxious thought by challenging it with logic. Respond to the physical sensation with a deliberate calming technique, like deep breathing or movement. It all starts with recognizing the difference between a temporary pressure and a chronic pattern of worry. If this video gave you the clarity you needed to start taking control of your stress and anxiety, then I encourage you to join our self-recovery community. Here's what I'd love you to do next. First, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our future videos. We are here to provide consistent, actionable support for your mental and physical well-being. Second, if this information was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That simple action helps YouTube share this foundational knowledge with more people who are searching for understanding and relief. Finally, if you're ready to move from understanding to action, check out the video linked on screen now, where I share 5 simple exercises for reducing stress and anxiety that you can start using today. Click on it, and let's put these principles into practice.